Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Bridges Day 10. We're solving problems with civil engineering. Yesterday, we learned from a structural engineer about why different bridges and materials were chosen. Today, we will think about the questions engineers have to ask themselves and look at some really cool bridge examples. So, some of the questions that engineers need to ask themselves are: one, how long does the bridge need to be? That's going to help us figure out what supports we need along the way. We also need to think about how much weight does my bridge need to support? Yesterday in the video, he kept using the word load. Load is what the weight, another word for the weight that a bridge has to support. We also need to think about what other forces do I need to think about? What is the ground like? What is the weather like there? Are there earthquakes in the area? Remember when he talked about San Francisco and that red bridge? They have earthquakes. So they needed to build a suspension bridge. The suspension bridge with those steel wires helps the bridge move. So if there was ever an earthquake, the bridge could still stay secure. You also need to think about what type of bridge would be best. And then what materials would be best and what materials can you afford? We don't have to think about what materials we can afford with our bridges because I gave you all the supplies that you need. But you should think about what materials would be best. What materials are strong enough? Which ones are going to withstand the test of time? So, these are definitely some important questions that civil engineers need to use, and you'll be using on Monday when we create our own bridges.